nice, Cascada de Flores. It's a trio who play Cuban and Mexican music. Well, my part is to play the percussion, and with the Cascada de Flores of the Cuban music, they play the Mexican music. They play by themselves.
Amor mío, tu rostro querido no sabe guardar secretos de amor.
And to play the Cuban music, then they hire me to play with them, to put that Cuban flavor.
No hace falta decir que me quieres, no me vuelvas loca con esa verdad. No, no lo digas, no me hagas que llore de feliz.
Also, I like the music that they play.
Cuánta envidia se va a despejar, cuántos ojos nos van a mirar, la alegría de todas mis horas, prefiero pasarlas en la intimidad. Olvidaba decir que te amo con todas las fuerzas que el alma me da. Quien no ha amado.
The bolero has had such an impact on all of Latin America, and those in Cuba argue that it actually is very Cuban and was born there.
Cuánta envidia se va a despejar, cuántos ojos nos van a mirar, la alegría de todas mis horas, prefiero pasarlas en la intimidad. Olvidaba decir que te amo con todas las fuerzas que el alma me da. Quien no ha amado, que no diga nunca que vivió jamás.
At the age of 10, I started to dance on the social club around my mom's neighborhood. I learned how to dance of this popular music. I saw later how people dance what one call how to dance in comparsa until I be able to dance. Then when I started my percussionist career, then I played first on the band, on the orchestra, then I played in the Folclórico Nacional, but even I was a dancer there, a profession. Then after that, I continued to be a percussionist to learn more Afro-Cuban music and popular. By the age of 23, I was doing nothing. I left Folclórico Nacional, the intervention of Castro put me out of the scene, and then I started to teach. Started with my brothers. They want to learn
To dance.
to dance. Then I started to teach them, and then a lot of friends started to come. They want to learn that dance that they don't know how to. And then I started to teach in the cultural center that they open everywhere to people. Instead of try to be a professional, try to be amateur and keep like this is what the revolution created. People don't get paid to do art. That I didn't agree with that, but
You did it because you loved it.
but I do it. And then they try to pay me as an official instructor. I don't want to get paid because I don't want anybody control what I do. I want to be on my own, and I do for free. And then I bring everybody to want to learn, come over here. All the new guys, all the teenagers, come. You need to learn your roots before you learn anything else. And I was so strong on it. Really strong, and then I make them to learn. After they learn, now you can do whatever you want, because this is important. And then when I came to this country, I came with that already in mind. I didn't know that I could teach here. I have no idea because I don't even knew how to say yes. I used
In
to say
English.
I used to say yes. And then I started to involve with people, and then I needed a translator when I do a class, and I started my own group in Washington, D.C., and I performed with, but all then was Cuban at that time. And I even have 2 grants from National Endowment for the Arts. I performed in the Fall Life Festival, in the Library of Congress, Anacostia Museum, Smithsonian Institution, Adam Morgan Festival. I played for some of the honors on the police in Washington Hilton. I performed everywhere. Then I moved to New York. And in New York, I want to have my dancing group. And I started in New York to teach people. Even I have a few Cuban, but I teach a lot of people how to dance. And then I find percussionists. And then we did all kinds. The performing, I play in Carnegie Hall.
Carnegie Hall.
In Carnegie Hall.
Wow, that's big.
With Celia Cruz and Sonora Matancera representing Cuba. Tito Puente, his orchestra, represented Puerto Rico, and we did a show together. And then I performed in a National History Museum, all the museums in New York, all college, all university. I traveled to Switzerland, I taught in Switzerland. I went to Brazil and played in Brazil conference. I went to Colombia, participated in a festival. I went to Spain last year. I mean, I just went all over with the music, tried to keep, because for me, this is my life. And a lot of people here, I think, even before Buena Vista Social Club, I got people. After Buena Vista Social Club, more people want to involve in this type of.
Because it exposed more people.
It's exposed
to the
most people.
Cuban music and
Cuban
culture.
music, yeah.
So you became more popular. in
Oh
terms
well, it's very popular than fame. Yes.
We're going to do a son, which is very popular in the eastern part of Cuba, in Santiago de Cuba. So this is Se Fue.
A bailar.
¿Qué?
Perdónalo, perdónalo, gran Dios.
No hay nada que perdonar. A esa ingrata que me ha robado el cariño. Ay, perdónala, perdónala, gran
So, what is it about Cuban music and Cuban culture that attracts people from all over the world? They want to participate in it. What is it about Cuban culture, the music and the dance?
Well, it's so much exposure today by CDs and videotape about Cuban music that I think even before the whole world was in Cuba, before the revolution. Everybody went to Cuba because they said Cuba was the place.
Yes, yes.
Then now the whole world is still going to Cuba and they think that Cuba is the place
Yes.
for music, dancing,
Yes,
people like women, men, beaches. It's like Cuba is the country to just have a good time.
But one of the things that I think, as you talk about the world has missed about not having relationships with Cuba is the music, the culture, and the art. We have Cuban musicians that have been part of great jazz,
Everywhere.
salsa bands.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. And I think there's a curiosity right now for people wants to go back to Cuba. I mean, the tourists, the Americans, the Europeans, because that's what's missing. That Cuban essence, as you express.
Yes. Cuban essence is really like unique.
Very much.
Yeah, I think we breakfast, lunch, and dinner with music. Without music, Cuba is a dead country.
Compadre, están anunciando que ya empieza la jornada bien. Cuando llegaré, cuando llegaré al bohío, cuando llegaré, Simone, cuando llegaré al bohío.
Well, you know, they always talk about great civilizations, and we know the great civilizations by their art and their music. And when we don't have that, it's like something's missing.
Yes.
And we are missing the Cuban music and culture.
Yeah.
But you're continuing it, you're making it happen, you're sharing it with the world.
Yes, I make my effort to keep doing it, and then I think that I'm going to do it until my last day on this planet. Maybe this is my mission,
Yes,
to continue
exactly.
to do it and doing it. And I don't try to force anybody, I just be myself.
Yes.
When I go to place, I started to dance, people just want to dance with me.
Yeah.
Oh man, you dance so sweet, oh, you're different. Oh, why? I said, well, I dance because this is what I do all my life.
Yeah.
And now that I know that my mom said to me last year that when I was 2 years old, she took me to the woman who wanted to be my godmother, that she was American, she get some money because my mom was poor. And immediately I get there, she play mambo music, and she said I started to dance, and she give me money. Yeah, I said, oh mom, I support you since I was 2 years old. I didn't know that. I think that I'm doing right now. She said, oh no, you do it because you just love it. And I didn't know, even my father don't want me to play drum. That when I will get my 1st years old, this is the only gift my father gave me, a little drum. And my mom said that after that I get it, I hit it, and when they tried to get rest and take me, they couldn't.
Couldn't get rid of it.
And I said, but you give me all of this news right now. After that you work really hard to make me stop that I don't continue this career. And my father said, well, you know, everybody made a mistake. We did a mistake. Because, you know, in Cuba at that point, to be black and doing rumba, all that is a low class. You're supposed to be in the school and you're supposed to study whatever you want to study, but if you just hit the drum, you are a low class. And my father want us to have a good future. And I said to my dad right now, I don't think that ever being a doctor, engineer, all of that I can be with my future right now, because I have a student who they are doctors, engineer, accountant, architect. They come to me to want to learn what I do. I got all of them. I don't need to be one of them. And he just laughed. Yeah. The thing here is not just hit the drum anywhere, because that doesn't sound. The drum has a sound, see? And that is the sound that everybody had to have in drum. And this is the way to do it. We had to deal with the process of gravity. You bring it up and then you drop it. Also, the way that you sit is going to help. If you sit all the way in the back, you have no power. You have to sit all the way in front. So you need your back straight. See, nothing is going to be curved, to be straight. You need power to play this. Also, your elbows have to be out of it to be able to see, drop it, and you don't have to play with your elbows and get tired in your shoulder. Everything had to be relaxed. And then, no. See, this is the position. You hit it with the edge of your hand. It's very important, this area, because this one, even you don't see it, this is all the bone here is here. And you don't want to hit ever with your bone, ever. Because bone with wood doesn't sound. Then you have to load it back a little bit and then stretch, then relax.
Okay.
Your muscle need to relax to be able to work again.
Okay.
If you never relax, when you play and you play and you play, your muscle is tension. And at some point you need to stop because it's painful. So you play and then you relax. And then relaxing, you bring your hand up and then you drop it. Stretch and relax. Don't drop your wrist. See? Stay straight. And then relax. Way up. You don't need it then. And then when you want to do it, even a double time,
Cuban music have a mixture of all kinds of music.
yes,
The classics, the
Classic.
African roots,
Yes.
the country music in Cuba.
Yeah.
You mentioned your orchestra. When your orchestra perform, what kind of music does it perform?
well, I just mentioned this social popular music.
Social
Popular
music.
music. That is what the music that we used to have in salon, in social club. Here we call ballroom, we call the social club. And then this is the music to make people dance. And even in my class, when people say, well, I need a partner to dance, I say, well, let me tell you, I don't have sisters. 3 brothers. My mom doesn't know how to dance. My father doesn't know even how to walk. And you know who was my partner? A broom. I danced with a broom. And then the music is so loud and people just, hey, Roberto, leave the broom down. No, this is my partner. And then when I dance with a woman, you don't believe how many things I can do.
Well, I saw you.
Oh, you saw me.
You were so smooth. You were moving every part of your body, but you couldn't notice it because it was so smooth. And I know about that kind of dancing because I lived in Central and South America.
Yeah,
And you just could see the whole posture,
yeah,
and it was beautiful.
yeah.
And
Because it's inside.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not outside.
Exactly.
It's inside.
Yeah.
You feed the whole body.
Exactly.
Your muscle, your cell, your soul, every part of your body.
Yeah.
It just get all what is invisible.
Yes.
You just listen and you put it down here, your heart, and your heart make all the blood running in the right way with rhythm and everything until you have your feet on the land.
Wow.
And then it's how you produce. Whatever comes from outside, you go into your land and then you return it. And this is a circle.
You talk about the circle, and as you move your feet, it beckons back to the African roots of dancing and how they incorporate the music, the movements as part of life, as you explain. Do you think that's part of where you got that sensitivity?
Well, by learning how to dance, I learned that the more important part of dancing for African, and then in Cuba we continue, is your feet. And in the Black American, Afro-American music, the more important part of the dancing at the jazz time and tap and swing and Lindy Hop is your feet. The body just reflect your emotion.
What's that? Oh, okay.
What happened?
Spinning on the feet.
If the feet is moving in one way, then your body react and moving in that way. You let it go. You don't pretend. Because when you pretend, maybe you are going to do something wrong that you don't consciously know.
Yeah.
But when you let your body by the soul go, your feet manage the position of your body.
Well, you trust your feet. And
Oh,
take care of
no.
everything
You
else.
have to trust your feet, bro. Without feet, nothing can happen. Because the rest of your body is silent.
Yeah.
And how you know that is okay? You cannot listen. But if you fit it some time and do the right move and your body's in the right position, you get everything.
The feet will direct the rest
Everything.
of everything else if you trust that
See,
it happened.
even we got one of the famous boxer, they called Chocolate Kid
It's from Cuba.
from Cuba.
Actually, he just passed.
He just passed. Well, Gavilan Kid
Gavilan,
just passed.
okay.
Chocolate was a little bit before.
Yeah.
And he nobody touched his nose ever.
Yeah.
And people didn't know how until he is playing. That he don't look to your face when he box. He look to your feet. He learned because he was a dancer.
Yeah. Ah, interesting.
And he learned that depending on what kind of type of move you do with your feet, he knew what type of hand you are going to hit and how.
Wow.
And sometimes he boxes with his hand down and put the face in front of you and watch your feet, and you're thinking that he's stupid. And he did 6 jabs for a second. They count. It's amazing what feet can do. See, that I know by dancing, even in my time when I was 14, 15, anywhere that I went to dance, how the woman walk, I know if she know how to dance or not.
How she walks.
How she walk.
You'll know she's a good dancer.
I know. I knew. Perfect. Because I dance almost every day by then.
Yeah, yeah.
Since I saw a woman, I said, that woman know how to dance. Immediately I asked him for permission, because at that time you had to be a gentleman.
Yes.
Excuse me, can you dance with me? Go to the center, start to dance. She knew that she can dance good too.
Yeah, she knew it.
Oh, and immediately, because those women, they know. They can recognize.
And you always want to have a good dancer.
Always.
Because it made you better.
No, you had to have a good dancer. Because at that time in the social club, you are not allowed, if you don't know how to dance in the center.
Oh.
Because also when you dance, you have to take care of your space. When you dance, you don't supposed to touch the person next to you. It's really rude.
Yeah. I get that at the disco all the time.
Well, in the disco you get more than just touch it. You have broken bones. I know people who have broken bones.
But tell me a little about the circle. That when you're in a circle, there's a certain thing you do. There's a culture that dictates
Yeah.
what you do when you're dancing in a circle.
But I think that is come from the traditional African, how they look when they dance. And then how the French people look how they dance. That kind of European style up here. And then that make your body, yes, feel nothing.
Ah,
Look like. And African is more grounded.
giving in that sort of.
I call the monkey position. You don't want to be up to dance. You want to relax, that the whole body can move. Look like you are a bird. Look like you are a snake. Have all that kind of move. African, they learn by seeing animals and try to imitate them. They need to have the position to allow them to do that. And then when you see the feet of the African, it's because they hearing the drum and they want to play with the foot what they heard in the drum, because this is just another drum to match. This is how what dancing is. It's to match what you heard.
The feet is just another drum.
It's another drum. Then you play what you heard. And then your body don't know. You let your body go. But that people said sometimes that you got trance. Because it's like you get possessed. And the possession is that you just don't think. You just go with the music and make your feet move using that drum, and they move like a tap. You see a tap dancer. They dance whatever they heard on traps, on the music, and they play. And this is just another instrument. But what happened in Africa, they have no shoes. And they have to have sound.
So they created a sound.
They created the sound with the feet. See, for example, one of the easy example is cha-cha-cha. The people call cha-cha. Cha-cha for us is a girl. Cha-cha-cha is a music. And what is the name of cha-cha-cha? And I asked everybody, nobody said to me, what cha-cha-cha mean? The sound that you choose, slide the floor, sound cha. It's cha-cha-cha.
Yeah.
Then when you slide, and then that is what they call cha-cha-cha, because Horin heard that the people dance that, everybody on the same rhythm. And he called his music cha-cha-cha for that sound. Because this is important, your feet on the floor. If you have no sound when you dance, you are not dancing. You are moving, but not dance.
So you have to have the sound.
You have to have the sound.
In more ways than one, you're an instrument yourself.
You have to have the sound. Then when you became a professional dance, not by get money, sino by know how to do it, then maybe you live to fit and you're really cool with it. You know how to do it too.
Exactly. So you've had an illustrious career in terms of your music, Cuban music, and your dance.
Yes.
So where do you want to go from here? What is your ultimate dream?
Well, my ultimate dream is to have a production between Cuban and America, and people from all over where I've been teaching. They try to get a huge, but not a concert. It's a huge
Festival?
festival concert using all the people. American, the Chinese who started with me, the Japanese who started with me, the Switzerland people, the Brazilian people, the Cuban folks, all of them united and dance together.
Wow.
All this music, because my musician in the orchestra, I am the only Cuban. I have one Mexican, I have one Spanish, and the rest is all American, for different states of America. And then when you listen to the orchestra, you won't believe how
Right.
these folks play this music with so much, because they love it too. See, you got a heart, you can do it. If you had a brain, no, but if you had a heart, you can do it.
I'm with Long John Oliva. He is the lead member of the band, the AC Timber Jazz Project. The reason we are talking with him today, we are trying to make a connection with Cuban music here in Santa Barbara. He's one of the performers here at the Caribbean Festival, and we are looking forward to his performance, and I am jazzed to have you with us today. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I thank God, Olofi, Chango, mi padre, who's we call him sometimes Santa Barbara, to be over here today and be part of this beautiful festival. Santa Barbara is beautiful. I love it.
You are a master percussionist and rumbero. Tell us a little about that.
My God. Well, I don't know the master team, but I say learning team. But rumbero, yes, I'm born in Belén. It's in the old Havana in Cuba. We call it Havana Vieja. And this neighborhood is full of rumbero, including my father, who's been one of the pioneers that played with cajones and creating the polyrhythm that today make the rumba younger again, and we call it guarapachanguero.
What is the rumbero? Tell us a little about the roots.
Okay, rumbero have to be a man from the neighborhood who's be friendly, he love his root, and he's have a discipline for the rumba. He respect the clave, and he respect the dancer, and he got soul. That's what it is, rumbero.
Now, your group is a jazz group that features Cuban style. How did that group come about?
Well, like I said, I am rumbero, and I grow up in the rumba. But when I go to the conservatory in Cuba in Amadeo Rodan, a couple of friends of mine bring me to my attention, musicians like Charlie Parker, Dizzy Gillespie, who I call him the grandfather because Mario Balsar is the father of the Latin jazz in the United States, but Dizzy Gillespie is the grandfather because he made the congueros for the first time play when the real American jazz concert. So this is part of that. All those information, all those legacy, all these big musicians and great human beings living for us, for the new generation. something that I believe in that I'm gonna try and live in for the generation who's coming after me.
There's all kinds of Cuban music. We find it in different genre music around the world. Cuban music has been exported all around the world. We in America is most familiar with it with the movie The Buena Vista Social Club. We saw musicians played classical Cuban music. We saw them play country Cuban music. Where do your music fit in?
My music fitting in the people and the neighborhood, the working class people. It's right there with the people, they don't have a drums and they don't have this opportunity to go to the school and get this expensive book to get knowledge about what it is music. I fit it right there when that people they play in the street every day. And when we play, don't only play music, we talking about our life. We express the way that we live and the way that we grow out.
Your culture.
Our culture, yes, you're right. And the jazz, like I said, is coming because this freedom of this music that we call in jazz is so strong that you have to get connected with that, especially when you're coming from the middle class people, I mean from the working class people, family. Excuse my Cuban English, you know.
That's okay. We like it.
Thanks. I use the element of the melodic jazz and harmony jazz, to progress harmony jazz, when all these rhythms from the root, deep, the rhythm that nobody invented. I'm not inventing those rhythms. Those rhythms be right there for more than 500 years. The only thing that we're doing is that we're making our own manifestation. As a young people, we play more live and using different technique because everything, you know, is evolution. So that's what's happening. But the rumba that I play is the rumba that I heard my great father play. So it's nothing inventing. It's only collaboration. And now we're living in America, so we have access to all this information, so we can play whatever we want and put it in the top our own voice.
Y un poquito de tu amor, porque tú sabes que sin ti la vida es nada para mí. Tú bien lo sabes, capullito de Aleli.
Talk about the evolution. Where is the music evolute from in Cuba? Is it connected with African music and African drumming?
Well, that's the beginning. We can put it away that. The first influence and the rhythm part coming from them, because they bring in all this beautiful groove, and on top of that they put these chorus when those strong harmony that are in Cuba. You see that, but you see in the Yoruba language and a different point of view. But you see in United States in the Gospels. That's what it is. You see in the gospel. That's why we have so much connection with that. And in Peruvian, you see when they doing their own battles, that they have this strong rhythm in the battle and those chorus, beautiful harmony in the top. So Africa is like we all of it know. That's Mama Land. We coming from there, no matter what, like it or not like it, you know what I mean? We coming from there, and we have to respect that. But in the same time, I asking for a little recognition for those who's made it and created. One thing that we said in Cuba is en español, and then I'm going to try and say it in English. Conozca Cuba primero y al extranjero después. That to me is you better know Cuban before and the rest of the world after that. Because, you know, you see Cuba and believe me, you're going to see something out of the world. I don't care the political thing because I am not political. I am performing. I'm musician, professional, and I don't care who's be the president, who's be the government. I care about people be happy, be in peace, have a respect, and enjoying in life.
Te traigo yo un capullito de Nelly. Oye bien, bueno, baja eso ahí.
We started back in 1996 with Carl, myself, and a gentleman named Robin Moore, and we all had always wanted to play the traditional style of Cuban music, so we just started working on some charts that he had, and that was in '96. And at that time, it was more like a project. I didn't have any personal interest in performing. I just wanted to learn how to do this and how to sing and play, and because I like the music so much. And then we got a couple of players from the university who were just beginners, and they wanted to learn it. They were two students of Robin's, and we formed a little quintet, and we started playing bigger charts. It's a work that we love. There's a lot of things that go on the inner workings of the band, because we have 9 members of the band. It's very hard to get together to rehearse. We all have other things that we're doing, but we're determined, and since now we're starting our studio CD, it gives us a little more energy and a little more focus. the other reasons that that we're successful is that Cuban music in the zone in particular covers all ages. That could be grandparents, grandkids, sons and daughters. The first concert I ever went to, of a salsa concert in LA quite a few years ago, I was just amazed by the whole spectrum of the generations that were enjoying the music. And because of that, it makes the music more timeless. It's not like we're following this particular trend, and when the trend's over, then the band's over. And the other thing too is that we just kept playing it because we really wanted to play it. I mean, the main motivation was we just loved the music. We wanted to play it and play it right. Once we got to that point where enough people were familiar with what we were doing, and the dancers started coming. Now we get people that come, because Soho is a dinner club, so we have people that hang around after dinner that maybe have never heard this music. So it appeals to people that when they hear it, if they've never heard it before, they like it. There's something about it that's different that motivates them, even if they're not dancers. We see them sitting in their chairs, you know, going back and forth. And it's really about the music.
My name is Raul Rico Jr., or Raul Rico Jr., whichever you may prefer. I'm the timbalero, timbale player, bailero. It's actually the real name for the timbales is the bailas. I play timbales and occasionally play bongos in the band. And basically, having a wonderful time with the guys. First off, we have a real good time, real nice rapport with the band. As far as material, we're doing a lot of Cuban salsa. Actually, salsa is Cuban music, period. It's Cuban son. And a lot of it, the New Yorkers basically kind of took in the music. They made it very popular. They made it popular in the 50s. Son is either rhythm or a dance or a genre of the music. And you can put it's just like jazz. You can jazz it up, you can play jazz, and it encompasses it's just a real, the word means quite a few things. But basically, son is a style of music. And basically, that's where salsa comes from son. My parents used to dance. That's the reason why I'm into the music, because my parents had all these records of people like Tito Puente, Machito, Rene Toussaint, who just passed away recently. Of course, Puente within the last couple of years, but to me, Latin music has always been the partners dancing. But it has been popular, but it's always been popular. As far maybe not out here, but I know in New York it went through a renaissance with the New Yorkers, the Puerto Ricans. So in essence, like this Buena Vista Social Club phenomenon, basically they did the same thing 40 years ago. So it's not really new. It's been presented to a new generation, but it's the same thing. I mean, it goes through cycle, just like say jazz music does the same sort of thing. You get into these little cycles, and it's great because audiences, new generations, get to be exposed to music that that their parents or their grandparents are listening to.
Ricardo Lembo.
Yes, sir.
Loco.
Yes, sir.
Where are you from, man?
I'm from the Democratic Republic of the Congo. I'm from Kinshasa.
Oh, Kinshasa.
Yes.
Zaire?
Ex-Zaire.
Exactly. Hey, tell me what your music is about. It's a mixture of everything.
Well, it's really a fusion of Cuban salsa and Congolese rumba and soukous. And the message is bring people together and just make them forget about their worries and make them dance.
You do a very good job at it. Rumba. Cubans talk about the rumba. What's the connection?
Well, the connection is Mother Africa. And that's it. Music to me is my whole life. I breathe it, I drink it, I eat it, I go to bed at night with it. So my life revolves around my music. When I was a little boy in Kinshasa, I used to live next to a bar where they played Cuban music, Congolese rumba, and rhythm and blues. Our music has been classified as Latin with an African flavor, or African music with a Latin flavor. And what do I call it?
Music.
It's a fusion of Congolese rumba and Cuban salsa. And the musicians are from diverse backgrounds. They come from Cuba, Africa, the US, and South and Central America. So this band is truly the United Nations. We take our message, our music all over the world, and I love Santa Barbara, and I do, and I wish to be back here more often.